Iraq. Danny, Ifrit, Osmovic, Bosnia, Bonzi, Pham, Vietnam, Lydia Zawicki, Bosnia, Jasmine Grace, Iman, Sudan, Bonzi, Vietnam, Sultania, Pakistan, Philippines, Wazuna, Haji, Iraq, Hercio, Morano, Mexico, Victor, Morano, Mexico, Maria, Pacina, Mexico, Lenny, Zalkaloska, Kazakhstan, and Fatima Zohar Allah Mukwama, Algeria. Please stand and make Judge Costa coming to give you the oath of allegiance.
Thank you. There are two ways to administer an oath. I can make you repeat all of the words, or I can repeat the words and ask you if you say I do. I'm going to use the latter approach. So I want you to raise your right hand. Raise your right hand. And after I'm done repeating these words, if you agree to the oath, say I do. And it begins this way. Do you hereby declare under oath that you will absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, of whom or which you have heretofore been subject or citizen, that you will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that you will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required to do so by law, that you will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by law, that you will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by law, and that you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, so help you God. If you do, say I do. Congratulations, you're now United States citizens. Please be seated. Please be seated. Good job. Good job. I hope you're happy I didn't make you repeat all of those words. I barely got through them myself. It's times like this when it's hard to figure out the right tone, the right words to use. Our Chief Marshal, I think, hit it right on the head, though. I think this is a time to be thankful to you. At these times, it's customary to celebrate our country, and that's perfectly fine. However, it strikes me that what has made this country great and what continues to make this country great is in large part due to the immigrants, both those who have come here recently and those who have come here long ago. I thought it appropriate, therefore, to celebrate this moment, not by boasting about this country, although there's a lot to boast about, but rather by stressing that those of you, those of us, who are born to American citizenship should be thankful to immigrants past, present, and future. And let me elaborate, but only briefly. And when a judge tells you he's going to elaborate, but only briefly, I want you to check your wallet. First of all too often, those of us, who were born to American citizenship, forget that each of us, with the possible exception of Native Americans, as an immigrant in our history. Many of us descended from German, and that's me, Swedish, English, Irish, Czech, Russian, French, or Italian stock. Others of us have more exotic immigration histories in our family. But virtually all of us have our forefathers and foremothers to thank for the traumatic task of immigration. Whether they were dragged here in the terrible confines of a slave ship, or they booked passage on a luxury liner, our immigrant ancestors took real risk to come here. Therefore, most native-born citizens, such as myself, owe a real debt of gratitude to the immigrants